Hello and welcome to everybody on Cloud Fitness. So in today's video, we are going to talk about Azure Virtual Machine Scale Set. So in this video, we will actually see what exactly Azure Virtual Machine Scale Sets are, what are their different features, where we should use them and why we should use them. Apart from that, we will also go to the Azure portal and try to create one virtual machine scale set and see what are the different features associated to it. Now also from this diagram which you see on the screen right now, what you can see right here is that you have a single VM and that one single VM is actually linked to multiple VMs, right? This is what you can visualize from this diagram. And exactly same is the definition of your Azure virtual machine scale set. So they are nothing, it is just an orchestration tool for your multiple virtual machines. So just you can also think it as a template which will define the configuration of your multiple virtual machines. So let's say you want to create 10 virtual machines. So this Azure virtual machine scale set will define the template of how your 10 virtual machines will look like, right? And using that single template, you can actually manage your virtual machines. So this is what your Azure virtual machine scale sets are. So basically, they will help you to create and manage a group of load balanced virtual machines. So definitely, as most of the Azure resources, they are highly available, resilient, they are easy to manage, configure, and if you have any updates, then also they are very easy to roll out. I'll actually explain it a bit more in detail. So coming on to why we should use these Azure virtual machine scale sets, right? The very first thing is, as I already explained, instead of creating 10 different virtual machines, right, what you are doing, you are only creating one template, and that template itself is going and creating those 10 virtual machines. So it is very easy. And let's say you have any update, right, you want to change anything. So in the similar way, you just need to update, let's say, your scale set, or I'll actually explain one more update that you can do, and it will automatically roll out those updates to the virtual machines, all the virtual machines associated to it. And at the same time, if you feel that what might happen if one virtual machine breaks down, right, if one node breaks down, then in that case also you have an application health manager which will actually tell you that which node has broken down, and Azure will automatically assign a new node for you. So it is highly resilient. If you want to locate your virtual machine in a specific availability zone, that you then also you have an option to do that. And the most important feature associated to this is, let's say today my load is very high, I want to increase the number of virtual machines, right? I want to increase it horizontally, I want to increase the number of virtual machines, and tomorrow my load is not that much, right? I might want to decrease the number of virtual machine. In that case, virtual machine scale sets serves the best purpose. You can do something called as auto scaling. Whenever your load is high, or whenever your load reaches a certain threshold limit, increase the number of virtual machine, and whenever your load reaches a certain threshold, decrease the number of virtual machines. So it will automatically help you to manage the cost as well, and you define the configurations of your virtual machine. You might give any updates that you want to. And in fact, your e-commerce platform are a very classic example of this. So at some point of time you might have huge workloads, and at some point of time you might not have that much of workload, right? So in that case, it will definitely help you. So I also have difference between your virtual machine and scale set. In fact, I'll come to it later on. But yes, for now, I think you would have clearly understood what exactly virtual machine scale sets are and how we should use them. So do remember one point, these is your virtual machine scale set, the number of VMs are identical. So all the VMs that comes inside the scale set, virtual machine scale set, they are all identical. So we can actually move on to the portal and see how we can create this Azure virtual machine scale set and what are the different features associated to it. Also, one more point that I want to bring forth over here is, so let's say you have an image already created and that is in the shared gallery. So in case you don't know about what shared image gallery is, if you go, let me first zoom it. Yes, so if you go in the search section and if you just type shared gallery, you will actually find shared image galleries over here, right? So this is nothing, this is just a template that you might put in over here. These are just the configurations of how, or this is just the image of how your virtual machine should look like. So using that image also, predefined image also, you can go ahead and create your virtual machine scale set. So in case you have that, well and good, you can use that as well to create your virtual machine scale set. Otherwise, you can also just simply go ahead and type virtual machine scale set. You can actually see it over here. You will find this option, right? So this is also one way of creating Azure virtual machine scale sets from scratch. In case you have an image, you can, if in case you have a shared image, in that case you can go ahead and use that as well. Also, one major point why I explained about shared image galleries over here is, so let's say you have any image in the shared gallery, and it might have some version, right? So let's say you have a version 1 right now and you created a virtual machine scale set using that image. Now you update that image to version 2, you made some changes, so your virtual machine scale set will actually automatically recognize that change and it will start rolling out that change to all the virtual machines associated to it. In case there is any failure, it will roll it back and it will inform you. So just wanted to make sure that you know about the shared image galleries as well. So let's go, and in fact of I'll actually go ahead and create virtual machine scale set directly. So let's go ahead, click on create. I will select the resource group. I will put some name. Let's say I will write ASDFGH, some random name. And when I in the PPT, I actually told you that you can choose the availability zones, right? If you have any doubt on any option, do click on this eye icon whenever you are using Azure portal. It really helps. So if you want to define any availability zones specifically for your virtual machine scale set, you can do that. For now in this demo, I don't want to do that. Also your image, so right now let's use it your Windows Server 2019 itself. In case you want to use Spot instance, you can go ahead and use it. In fact, you should use it actually. So Spot instance are nothing but a you can call it as pre-reserved set of machine which will be handed over to you as soon as it starts, so it will eventually reduce your start time. Similarly, if you want to choose any particular size, you can go ahead and choose the size. Let me provide the username and password. So I have provided my username and password. Let's move to the next settings, which is regarding to this. So usually you should use your premium SSD only for most of the workloads, because performance wise premium SSD is the best, and rest of these settings I will actually leave it to the default. And coming on to the networking part, I have already explained a lot about the virtual network in my previous video, so I do recommend watching it. So for now I'll leave it to the default, as I have explained earlier also in my previous video. So to reiterate, whenever you create a virtual machine, automatically a virtual network comes along with it. If you have a virtual network, you can define the virtual network over here. Otherwise, it will automatically create a new one for you. Similarly, a NIC card, a network interface, is also created. Why it is created? For that, I don't want to go in detail. You can go and watch my previous video on virtual networks. Rest all the settings you can actually leave it by default. Now coming on to the scaling. So the initial instance count is the minimum number of virtual machines that will start. So let's keep it as 5 for now. Scaling policy, let's keep it as custom. So in fact in custom, okay, let's keep it as manual. I'll actually show you the custom option once we create the virtual machine. That time also you can enable this custom policy, and that time I'll tell you in detail about this custom policy, which is very important. Similarly, for the scale-in policy, let's keep it as default for now. Go to the management. Here you can actually define the upgrade policy over here. What it exactly states is, So let's keep it as automatic. So when we call it as automatic, whenever you'll make any changes to your virtual machine scale set, it will automatically roll those changes to the virtual machines that you have created inside that virtual machine scale set. So similarly guys, in case you want to run any script whenever your virtual machines are created, in that case you can run a script over here. You can mention the script over here. So this is some default script that I have kept. So let's use it as well to show you how it actually works. And then let's click on next and review and create. So till the time it is deploying, we can actually go to the resource group and see what all things it has been deploying. So guys, you can actually see it over here that let me zoom it in for the better view. So guys, you can actually see it has started creating my virtual machine scale sets over here, right? Along with that, it also has created a network security group. You can ignore this shared image gallery because I created it earlier. Apart from that, you can also see it has created a virtual network as well, right? So these are the things which are required for virtual machine scale sets, and it has already created a virtual network. It has created a network security group, and it is also creating a virtual machine scale set. In case you want to know more about this network security group, virtual network, you can go ahead and watch my previous video on this. So let's go and check out our virtual machine scale sets which are getting deployed. So guys, this is my Azure virtual machine scale set, and if I see on the left hand side instances, you can actually see that these are the instances that got created and they are running right now. So guys, if you see on the left hand side, you have an option of scaling over here. So if you click on this particular option, you might already my all the 5 instances have been deployed. Now if I want to decrease the number of instances or increase the number of instances, in that case, I can configure these properties over here, right? So this option was also present. You remember that while creating Azure Virtual Machine Scale Set as well, I showed you an option of custom and manual. I was about to choose custom, but then I told you that once we create the scale set, we can actually go ahead and do it then as well. And similarly, we had the scale in policy as well while creating, and the same thing we can also do after creating the scale set as well. Now basically this is manual scale. So manually we have already kept our count as 5, and of all the 5 instances are running. Now in case of custom, let me click on custom part over here. So you will actually see that there are some set of defined rules or some set of defined metrics. So based on those metrics, it will automatically increase or decrease the number of instances. And to do that, you need to click on add rule over here. So right now my minimum, maximum and the default is 5. If I want to add a rule, in that case, let's click on this add rule option here, and this is where you define a rule, when to increase the limit and when to decrease the number of instances. So here how you actually define is, let's say it says time aggregation, right? Average. So whenever the average time of my percentage of CPU utilization, so let's say here I can mention anything over here, right? So you have the set of options over here. So let's keep it as percentage CPU. When this utilization reaches 70%, right? In that case, or when it is greater than, and here you are defining the operator greater than, less than, equal to, right? So when it is greater than 70%, in that case, increase the count of my VMs by 1, or you can specify any number over here, right? And in the similar way, you might add a rule that whenever it is less than, let's say 30% or anything over here, then decrease the count by something. So this is how you can add a rule over here in your virtual machine scale sets. Now guys, to monitor this, let me discard these changes first. Now to monitor all of these instances, we can go on the left hand side to the health and repair section, click here, And remember that while creating this scale sets as well, we had an option of health tab. There also you can specify the same thing. So now let's enable the application health monitoring over here. So the moment you enable it, let's enable automatic repairs. Let's keep it as on and let's save it. So guys, till the time it is trying to update, let's go back to the instances on the left hand side. So now if I go back to my instances and hit refresh, you can actually see this health state option over here. So this health state option will actually signify whether your virtual machine is in a healthy state or not. Also, right now, this is a demo for some XYZ reason. It might be in an unhealthy state. Now, if I go back to the instance over here, which I actually configured, which is health and repair, if you go down, you will also see that there is an option of enable automatic repairs. So I have set it to on and the grace period is 10 minutes. So what does this 10 minutes mean? So let's say I have created these VMs just now, right? So we might want to give them all the VMs some set of time, let's say 30 minutes or 10 minutes to come to a healthy balanced state. So this is the period, or this is the grace period after which my VMs will actually, it will start automatic repair. So after 10 minutes, it will automatically start repairing these. Let's say if I have 5 unhealthy machines, it will try to create 5 more healthy running machines or healthy running instances. So this is how your, health check works here. Also guys, let's say you try to update the OS and you let's say from the moment you try to update the operating system, you want this to follow in the all these instances. It can happen, but at the same time, if there is any problem, the moment, let's say, and for this particular virtual machine underscore 3, you try to roll out the operating system update and there is any problem with that, it will roll back. It will not allow to update update the OS for the virtual machine or for the instance in case there is any problem with the update. So this is also something that I wanted to reiterate over here. And at the same time, let's say I select this particular instance underscore 3, and if I click on this protection policy, now what will happen is I can choose from the protection policy. Now let's say I want a few set of instances or few sets of machine to not update whenever any changes are rolled out. So in that case, I can select protect from scale set action. Now if I select this particular option and you try to, and let's say if I save it, and now if there is any update that starts happening, in that case it will not update underscore 3 instance, because you have enabled the protection policy on that. And in the similar case, if let's say if I again click on this protection policy and if I select from scale in, if I want to protect it from scale in option, in that case I can go ahead and select this policy and it will not scale in. So guys, you can actually see that I tried to add a policy. So it also shows here that the scale set protection policy is applied over here. So guys, this is pretty much that I wanted to discuss in this video. Apart from that, definitely you can go ahead and check the difference between virtual machine and scale set. And remember, virtual machines, set of similar virtual machine is actually a scale set, right? And you can go ahead and check out the difference as well. Do let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts. I do know that you will have lots of doubt, especially in this section, because it is a really big topic in itself. So each and every setting has a big history of its own, especially in virtual machine scale sets. So do remember to like, share and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts. Thank you so much for being till here.